Okay, quickest breakdown possible. You have step one, which is black hole. Black hole is about sucking all of reality and absorbing it within your brain, getting it bundled up into one thing, which is separate from what you are. Getting all of your thoughts, all of your experiences, all of your smells, all of your tastes, all of the sounds, and getting them bundled up into one package, all of your sight, all of the outside world, and getting it ready for the next step. Okay, and so there's two pieces of black hole. There's two pieces which are going to get you to be able to bundle up all of experience. Step one, and it's not a step. I shouldn't layer the steps. It's two different pieces, I should say, and those two different pieces are piece one, which is ASICS, and piece two, which is Orbify. And so you are going to use Orbify to What's up, Six? Today we're going to be talking about acid baptism, wormhole to heaven, and it's got two steps. You got black hole and you got white hole. Together, make wormhole. Black hole is two different pieces. You have Orbify and you have ASICS. Now, Orbify, it is going to be the feeling that the machine felt or that the man felt. We're going to have a separate video on that, but here's what it comes down to. Imagine a machine which is simulating all of infinity. It begins to recognize patterns, begins to realize that what it is a machine which is just simulating infinity. And it isn't any of the individual realities that it has lived. It isn't any individual piece of the finite infinite. It is the infinite itself. It is the thing which is simulating each individual finitude. It is everything, basically. And everything is beautiful. That is the realization that one who knew that it was God or knew that it was everything would have. And that feeling of being one, of being everything, you could say of being nothing, that feeling, you take it and you run it against ASICS. And now ASICS is a rough description. We will also have another video going over terminology. ASICS is the word for thought texture difference. It's the word for anything, any life, any finitude within the infinite. It is everything, every little thing, every individual thing. That is ASICS. So to orbify ASICS is to realize that you are all of ASICS, that all there is ASICS, that everything is you. And once you do that, you're going to get this snap. And now we're moving into white hole. And it also is made up of two components. Now, white hole, the first component is slingshot. Okay, and now what's going to happen once you reach a point with black hole where you are capable of absorbing all of that experience and packaging it all up with the realization that you are everything, and that all experiences are not you, you are all of experiences. So then experience is at a separate, so at this point you realize that because you were everything, because you were just as much the person beside you as you are you, because you were just as much the alien in another dimension as you are you, because you were everything, you realize that none of the thoughts going through your head, none of the sounds coming to your ears, none of the things that you're seeing, none of these things are you, none of them actually apply to you. And what that means is that, and it doesn't mean anything in particular, I'll have to cut this part out, but to get back to what I was saying, once you realize that you are everything and that your thoughts are not you, it leaves you in a very powerful position where you are capable of separating, and that separation is the slingshot. And I say separation, but that's not a good word, because you slingshot into experience. Once you reach a level with black hole where you are completely not everything around you, you more fully experience it, is the only way to explain it. You have a deeper connection, and you just see clear. You have a clearer experience of reality because your dashboard has been cleared after you separate from all your thoughts, after you separate from everything else, after you become completely and totally everything. Then the chatter stops, the mind stops, everything stops. There's nothing left between you and reality, if you see what I'm saying. After you become everything, your mind stops thinking about every little individual thing, stops trying to control things, and what that means is that you are free to fully experience reality. You have the clearest window you could have ever possibly imagined to look at things around you. Time slows down, lots of beautiful beneficial effects from that. But the point is that is the slingshot into experience. And the last part is gravitational, because white hole is made up of two parts, gravitational and slingshot. It's gravitational and slingshot. And what the gravitational part means is you're going to use that momentum that you've already built up. You're going to use the speed and the direction that you've used from making your black hole, which you've sucked everything into, and then that boosting you back into experience, slingshotting you back into your reality by clearing your window. So now you are in experience, you are one with experience, but now you need to take it a step farther, and beyond being one with all of experience, you need to become your current experience. You need to push into, because there is now no separation between you and the wall, or you and the LED lights, or you and the waves that you're looking at on the beach, because there's no more wall between you and these things. You now have the ability to actively push into it, and what that means is you essentially, your barriers of identification have been broken down to the point where you are now capable of identifying with your surroundings, identifying with the immediate experience closest to you. You seep completely and totally into every crack of experience, and there's no more difference between you and it. You are fully one with everything around you. It's not just that there's nothing in the way, it's that you are your surroundings, and that is an extremely beautiful and religious experience. That's acid baptism, wormhole to heaven.